I was hoping you could talk a little bit more about your experience tactically in the early days with building out processes, delegating work, and generally just being able to free yourself and set your employees up for success. Because I think that's the part where we're sort of...
Well, you're not there yet.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when VaynerMedia was less than 15 people for the first 2 years, I didn't have to think about that shit. I just did everything.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you delegating to? You've got 3 of you.
Right. Yeah. Well, so I guess
are you more talking about maximizing the efficiency of your time when there's only 3 of you?
I think that's more of what it is. We're actually manufacturing all the products. Like right now, I did hire somebody in February who's been awesome, and he's helping with production on one of the product lines. I'm doing all the production on the other product line. And so it's really maximizing the efficiency. And you know, as our goal is to scale via coming up with totally new to world products. So we have patents on our current products, but we want to just keep pumping out new products.
You want to?
Yeah, we want to.
Why?
We love the, you know, truthfully, we love the process of inventing.
Good.
Right? And coming out with stuff.
Well, good. I mean, one thing that I like opening businesses. I like doing 100 things. One thing you have to do mentally is understand that if that's what you love, you will drop the ball.
Yeah.
If you're gonna invent 17 things, like 12 things are gonna get fucked. And as long as you understand that, you'll actually not stress on things that don't matter. I am a voracious entrepreneur and have a voracious need to open up companies. I have to then also understand that Vayner Live, Vayner Sampling, and many other Vayners that nobody hears about here failed because when you're doing 39 things, that's what's gonna happen. Those divisions failed within VaynerMedia, right? I tried to do small business stuff before, then finally Sasha worked. But, you know, somebody says focus on one product first. Susan, that works for her. That's good for Susan. That's not good for you and your brother, and you shouldn't. Because you know that you, and how do I know this? Because you said just now in a way that landed for me, you know, we just enjoy the process of inventing. And I think people don't understand what we should all be doing out here is enjoying it more so than maximizing every dollar. There are people who love their business at 3 million a year and then think they need to grow and go to 4 million, but they had to hire this and they had to do this, and now they hate it. And I'm like, why didn't you just stay at 3 and be fucking happy as fuck?
Yeah.
I don't think everything I'm doing is always gonna be the best money maker or success in the short term, but if I don't live my truth and continue to innovate every day, well then I'm not gonna be happy, and then none of the businesses are gonna work. VaynerMedia is successful because I do Garyvee. VaynerMedia is successful because I do help my dad with his wine stuff. VaynerMedia is successful because VeeFriends exist. I need everything to make me happy, thus the things that have clicked will work. Too many people, so for you, it's hard to prioritize because you're fucking inventing so many products. But the good thing is you're actually winning because you understand that you guys love the process of inventing. And though Susan is right for herself and many others, and really even logically, right? She's not right for you two. You two would rather enjoy, and you're so damn young that you should only do the things that actually bring you the most happiness, because that will actually make you win. It's okay on paper that it doesn't work for others. The reason Buster Levine just said this is exactly what I need to hear. This is a massive common problem that most people haven't dissected the way I'm talking about it right now.
You have to create, in my opinion, systems and processes to hopefully allow that to run so you can move on to the next one. And so I think that's where we've struggled to like get organized.
You haven't struggled. Your company's too young.
Yeah.
You're creating an ideology of like, we should be here. How long has the company been existing?
It's been 3 years.
It's 5 minutes. You know, that's 5 seconds, right?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it, but I know, yeah.
It's 5 seconds. Like you've launched 2 products?
Yes, we have 2 products out right now, and then we'll have a third coming.
And you're profitable?
Yeah.
Do you understand how fucking
Hardly,
amazing?
but yeah.
Fuck Hardly, you didn't go out of business. Most people are out of business in 3 years.
Right.
And Hardly is, you're fucking profitable.
Right. Yeah, no, you're right.
Like cool. I'm very thrilled that you're ambitious and you'd like it. We all want to be better and do better. Mm-hmm. But the good news is you're not struggling with it. You just haven't gotten to it.
Yep.
You just haven't gotten to it. You're not struggling with it. You fucking have been doing too many things. You're like successfully entrepreneuring.
Yeah, well, I'll give credit to my brother because he really started this thing from the ground up, and I think so since I graduated last year, I joined in, and now it's been how can we continue to grow and scale and free up more of our time to work.
Can I give you a huge piece of advice?
Please.
Never, ever, ever choose money or your own pride and ego over your brother.
Yeah.
You are about to go through a thing where, money is binary. Some people just love it so much that they're willing to hurt their relationship with their family. And that's very challenging. It's grounded in a lot of insecurity, but it is what it is. And it's kind of an easy one. The second one is harder. The need to say, bro, I did that, you did this. This kind of feeling of competitive spirit of no, bro, you came up with the invention, but that marketing campaign I did on TikTok, that's why. And to have the humility, the reason I successfully worked with my dad and my brother was the humility for me at the end of the day. As much as I was I'm the guy, what really at the end of the day mattered was not choosing my own feelings of need of validation and money. Never, at the end of the day, sure, in little riffs, but in real life, never choosing that over the love of my brother and dad is the greatest single business accomplishment of my life, and it's not even close.
I appreciate you saying that. Yep.
You guys are really young. You're hungry, you're ambitious, you're doing it together. This is gonna be the best years of your life. You are gonna remember these days more than anything.
Yep.
It can go sour really fast if you do not deploy that humility and choose it because you love your brother.
As we keep doing the work as a small to medium-sized creator influencer, how can we be smart so that in the next 6 months to the next year, we can keep building on this and possibly making a career out of it?
Look, I think the reality is it comes down to only two things. One, continue to put out meaningful content in as many places as possible. Two, try to get major brands to sponsor early and lock you in. So going from a side hustle to something more meaningful comes with the foundation of can we get the finances that allow us to get there, right? And one of the ways to do that is to go to a Nike or Pepsi or, any Walmart, any large business, or not even one of those top 5, but even a top 5,000 company and say, look, you should sponsor our family's content, right? And sponsorship comes in the form of actually being able to extract bigger dollars, maybe even before you own them. Mm-hmm. Meaning, even before you're there, somebody could decide to give you $500,000 to buy, especially as a family content play, Best Buy might just be in the mood to write you a bigger check, And so I think that there's two ways to go about this. One, business develop and try to get macro sponsorship deals that allow you the finances that you allude to by going all in. And the other part is the mundane. It is, why I've lost some weight here in the first 3 weeks of the year. If you do the right things, it will work out. And the longer you do them, the longer they work out. And the more you pump out content on YouTube Shorts and TikTok and Instagram. And do you start a podcast? Do you do an interactive show like I'm doing right now? Do you build a Discord to put your community in there and interact more? It is really just the blocking and tackling that is required to build something meaningful. Reading all the comments right now from all the, people on YouTube and LinkedIn and Facebook right now, and definitely because I've been in NFT land, I'm just flabbergasted by people's absurd interest in things happening immediately. So many people are about to lose so much money in NFT land, not because of anything else, but their own short-term greed and want to make a quick buck. Every internet stock in 98, 99, and 2000 was overpriced, but sitting there was Jeff Bezos, and he got hammered. His fucking stock got destroyed in that. But he sat there and he's like, cool, I'm just gonna keep navigating. Same for me, right? Like, if all VeeFriends, which, listen, and I think there will be, but I've been wrong many times, if there's an NFT crash overall, it's a correction.
Yeah.
It's a correction, it's not a elimination. Right. And VeeFriends go down, I'm just sitting there like, okay, it's time to I've been here before. Yeah. 9/11 crushed Wine Library. 9/11, all our business was Wall Street. 9/11 crushed Wine Library. 2008 economic crash, we had tens of millions of dollars on wine pre-sales. Lehman Brothers crashes, we get 8 trillion cancellations. It crushed us. COVID. Like, I fucking have been here. Like, I've done this shit. And so I know how to get through dog shit. And there are a small percentage of operators that know.
Well, I think that's the main concern is you see all these NFT projects, not to get caught up on this because I have a separate question, but you see these projects and you wonder, well, who are the people that are leading this thing and what is the value that they're going to provide long term?
And by the way, that happens in startup land all the time. Yeah. I pass on most startup pitches I look at, right? Mm-hmm. And 99% of the time, those companies go out of business. The people that lose money in that scenario are the investors.
Yeah.
What I'm worried about is the people that are going to lose money this time are the buyers of these NFTs, and I don't think a lot of them understand how high risk this all is.